Welcome, Kat here. This meditation is designed to help you understand and heal from the emotion guilt. So let's begin by getting comfortable. I invite you to find a comfortable space where you will not be disturbed, and if you choose to, gently close your eyes and simply listen to my voice. And this is your time now. Give yourself permission to let yourself relax. Giving yourself permission to let yourself do some really important healing work today. So let's get out of the headspace. Let's let go of all that thinking. Letting go of any worries, any stress of the day. And let's get into the heart space. Because the heart space is where love and gratitude reside. It is the heart space which will allow you to sink deep into this present now moment. And let's just focus on the breath. Being aware of every in-breath and out-breath that you take. Simply cover the breath with your awareness. And see if you can feel a wave of relaxation flowing throughout your body, starting from the top of your head, and just feel it flow down, relaxing every muscle, all the way down your body, right down to the tips of your toes. And there is nothing to do except listen to my voice. Now, what I'm about to tell you, please take or leave whatever resonates with you. What I am going to share are simply my beliefs, my opinions, and what I have learnt and found useful to help myself heal and move through my own experiences of guilt. So if this does not resonate truth with you, that's okay. When we experience guilt, we can feel regret, remorse, troubled. We can feel disgrace, wronged, or shame. The emotions we feel are like energy which move through the body. The energy can have a positive vibration like love or gratitude, or a low vibration like guilt or shame. Guilt is one of the lowest vibrational emotions. Guilt is a very heavy emotion. It's an uncomfortable feeling that we experience when we've done something wrong, when we've wronged ourselves or wronged others, or a belief that we may have failed. We can get trapped easily in this guilt as our thoughts tend to loop over and over again, keeping us trapped in a guilt cycle. Guilt is sometimes termed an emotional prison, as sometimes, no matter what we do, we end up feeling guilty. Guilt can feel like a deep pain, and it can be quite toxic to the body if not released. I'm going to take you through a process that I use to help move myself through experiencing guilt. But before I do, let me introduce myself. My name is Kat Nelson, and I am from Arise Coaching and Wellbeing. It is my mission to help people heal and operate from the space of love, unity, and peace. I help people overcome depression and anxiety naturally, and I help people move through experiences such as grief, fears, panic, trauma and guilt. So my first tip to help heal from guilt is firstly acknowledge what you feel. It is okay to be feeling this way. Let's take some time to label what we are feeling and really feel it. So you may like to do that now. Let's take some time to invite guilt in and just sit with it and feel it. And I wonder, where do you feel this in your body? I know it can be uncomfortable, but just sitting with it, sitting with whatever sensations arise. You have to feel your emotions in order to really heal them. I find that journaling about what I'm feeling really helps me. I like to get really curious about my self-talk. So what am I thinking about? What am I telling myself about this guilt? Maybe there was an event in the past which you are carrying a lot of guilt around. So I ask you to get curious. What is the story you are telling yourself around this event? Sometimes when our thoughts are focused on the past, our mind goes over the same event over and over again, trying to get a different result, trying to find meaning or a different meaning. This is because we cannot bring ourselves to make peace with the past because we are unhappy with what happened. So we carry guilt, and that guilt grows and grows, and it can haunt us in this present moment. You see, it is these thoughts that you have, it is the story you're telling yourself about the past events which is sustaining the guilt. However, we cannot change the past. However, we can change the story. We can learn and grow. So let's get curious. Take the time and go within to really examine and understand why you feel this way. What do you feel guilty about? Instead of continuing the cycle of guilt, gain awareness of where this guilt is coming from, and then we can take action to release it. Please understand that everyone makes mistakes. Understand that you are doing the very best you can. Please don't judge yourself. Understand that guilt can actually be a positive thing and at times even necessary. Understanding that we cannot change the past, but we can learn and grow from it. If life happens for a reason, I wonder, what is your reason to feel this way? Why did this happen to you? Sometimes it's a lesson, so we can learn and grow, to take action so that the situation does not happen again. So guilt can actually be a motivator for positive change in our lives. I'm going to take you on a journey to reframe this guilt into forgiveness, compassion, and love. So I would like you to ask your unconscious mind if it is okay to release some of these feelings of guilt today. Now, if it's okay, I'd like you to float back to the event in the past that caused you to feel this guilt. And you're floating back as your adult self. And we're just going to float back and look above this event as your adult self. And I just want you to look down on this event, just noticing what you see. Sitting with whatever comes up. So as your adult self, looking down on this event, I wonder, what can you now learn from this event? What can you learn which will allow you to release these feelings of guilt? Now, if there is a person in this event, let's see if we can ask to meet with the highest aspect of them. So maybe there is a person that caused you to feel this guilt. Let's ask to meet with their highest self, the best version of them. So I'd like you to float up high into the sky, into the clouds. See yourself surrounded by a beautiful white healing light of the highest vibration. This is a safe healing space. And I'd like you to invite the highest aspect of that person up to the clouds with you. And just see their face. Know that you are safe and supported, and this light will help you in the healing process today. Now what we're going to do is have a conversation with this person, with the highest aspect of them. So just looking at this person, what do you need to say to them to release this guilt? So just take some time now and say whatever you need to say to them. Really empty out. Say to them everything you need to say. What else do you need to say that will help you release this guilt? Now turning to their highest, best self, what do they want to say to you in reply? What would their very best self want to say to you? What else do they need to say to you? Now let's invite your younger self up to the clouds into this light, this beautiful high vibrational healing light. Let's invite your younger self from the event And what does your younger self need in order to move past this? What inner resources does your younger self need to release this guilt? Is it compassion? Forgiveness? Maybe it's clarity or understanding. Support? What do they need? Do they need love, acceptance, or maybe empathy? Just asking your younger self what they need, and imagine your adult self giving your younger self these things. Seeing your younger self surrounded by this beautiful light, receiving all these resources, receiving everything they need so they can easily move past this. And I'm going to add in a Hawaiian prayer called Ho'oponopono. Ho'oponopono is a Hawaiian healing technique. It's about healing, and it's about healing you first, and then healing those people in your life who need forgiveness or people you need to forgive. Ho'oponopono is a very simple yet powerful mantra, and it goes like this. I am sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. I love you. And I forgive myself. So turning to your younger self, give them a hug and say to them, I am sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. I love you. I forgive myself. And turning to the person from the event and say, I am sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. I love you. I forgive myself. Now to yourself. You may like to give yourself a hug and say to yourself, I am sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. I love you. I forgive myself. We are moving into the space of acceptance, accepting what happened. We are moving into the space of forgiveness, forgiveness for others and forgiveness for ourselves. We are moving into the space of compassion, coming from your heart space. Open your heart and let in the love. Your adult self now has new insights, new learnings, and new perspective. Your adult self now has a new story. Let's reframe the old story of the past into one of compassion. What do you now tell yourself about this event? Shining light and love on the situation in order to release this guilt from your life. I have learnt that forgiveness is the key to healing, and will restore peace in our life. So while you are still in this healing space, feeling so relaxed and surrounded by this light, please know that if you'd like to go deeper with this healing, I would be honored to help you and assist you on this healing journey. I will leave my details in the comment section below, and if you'd like to reach out to book a session, please do. And in a moment, I will emerge you from this state. But before I do, please know that you were doing the best that you could at the time. You were doing the best that you could at the time. You were doing the best you could at the time. Let's move into the space of accepting the past and accepting that we cannot change the past. However, we can learn and grow from the past. Please remember that you are so loved. You are so worthy. You are so enough. And remember the prayer, I'm sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. I love you. I forgive myself. And you can repeat this as many times as you feel necessary. I'd like to end by asking you to think of something you are grateful for right now. Right now, in this present moment, what are you grateful for? Feeling the gratitude. Feeling the appreciation. Feeling the love. Now slowly coming back into full awareness, emerging slowly from this state, eyes open, fully alert, feeling refreshed, grateful, loved in every way. And I wish you a wonderful day.